Good morning, beautiful people. So I got a wild hair and I decided to, I did finish up this journal today and I decided I'm going to list it. I'm not going to wait. So I wanted to do a flip through so you could all see it. It's about 8 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide, has 100 pages, ties closed with this lace ribbon. And the title of the journal is A Fine and Private Place. So right away on the cover, I put this picture because I felt like this reflected that title. There's no date on it, but it is indeed old. Also included is this Girl Scouts songbook. It's from 1962. But I thought that this little beautiful chalet up in the mountains was also a fine and private place. I was gifted this book by the amazing Timely. So thank you for that, Timely. So let's get started. So right away, in the front pocket, we've got some journaling space. And this is a vintage postcard, some writing on it. This is some kind of cool paper. It's not actually old, but it is very authentic feeling and makes that awesome noise. And it'll flip out here with some journaling space. This is an old recipe, from an old recipe book. And we got a vintage picture. And this is a report card, a piece of a report card book from the 1800s. Bingo card. This is a piece of paper. I've been hoarding this paper. It was just one piece that I was gifted from Art Journalist 47. I don't know how she did it, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of paper. Little tag here. Inside of here, I have taken a note from Robin L.K. Studios, and I have included some words for you to play with. I'll cut out. I'll put that back in later, I promise. Here's the embroidered word create, along with a journaling card, a pocket there, coloring pages, some little tabs up here, the other side of that amazing paper from Art Journalist 47. There's a couple journaling cards here with a paper clip and a vintage button. Some more goodies. This is a little notebook that I made. And some vintage recipes. In case you need to make baked beans for 100 people, you'll have a recipe for it. You never know. Journaling cards in here. Some vintage tape measure. And this is a copy of a vintage birth certificate. I mean, it is an actual birth certificate, but the birth certificate's from 1957. The person was born in 1911. So it is indeed vintage, it's just not from 1911. This is some jelly printed paper that I did. And I get a little paint chip in here. A nice little journaling card here. Another little tag over here with a tag inside of it. Another journaling card. And that's cut from a vintage book. A little piece of a vintage storybook here. And here's a couple of stamps I just decided to glue onto the signature string there. Kind of a fun little doodad. Another journaling card. more journaling space. I don't think you can ever have too much journaling space, right? That's the other side of that gel printed paper. And an old photograph, a journaling card, a couple of journaling tags here. Oh no, an empty pocket. What was I thinking? You know what? It's going to be a surprise. I'm going to put something in there, but it's a surprise. And some fun journaling cards here and here. This is a Van Gogh painting. Journaling card. This is actually signatures from a vintage yearbook. One of my altered paper clips here. A vintage photo here. It's a vintage anatomy card. And a vintage button on this paper clip as well. Some more writing space. And this is a pocket. This comes out. You can use these for collage or what have you, and then you've got a pocket there. Oops. This is from an old Audubon book. Very cool illustrations. The other side of that vintage yearbook here. And an old postcard. Doesn't have a date on it, but it's old. And here's another journaling card that I made. And then I put this photo in the last page because that also looked like a fine and private place. Just a little escape from reality there. So cute. So that is it. I'm going to go through and put all these goodies back in and fill that pocket with a surprise for you. And then also with this purchase, you get an Eensy Weensy journal, which if you follow me for very long, you know what those are. But just thought I would mention it. So there you go, that's it. And now I'm gonna do a video flip through of some itty bitty journals that I'm gonna list as well. And another video of some vintage books that I'm gonna list today. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, see you soon.